What's up and welcome to Q256. Today we are taking our lighting situation from something like this to this, using a basin and a bulb. Hey, where is everybody? What's up and welcome to Q256. Today this is a kind of unusual edition that is happening here in the studio. Now, let me just give you a little bit of exactly what happened. I had to change my filming schedule. I used to film at daytime where, I'd open a window and a door just to have light so that I can, film and get to talk to the camera and, pick up my very complex skin tone. But what happened is I live next to a church, and the church started having these conferences. And coming from that background where they say the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, as soon as they would start praying, you also start you find that what you're coming to record has next thing you remember, nothing, dead, no shooting that day. So I changed my schedule of shooting, and I'm like, what, let me shoot at night where everybody is really sleeping. That means if I shoot at night, I can actually get my things done. I had actually forgotten that I am an original Ugandan from Tesoland. The sunshine that side does not joke, it burns. So this skin tone you see here looking all good and nice, you should see how many lights are in this place. I tried shooting at night and all you could see is black. Hey, so that got me thinking. I'm like, what, why don't I upgrade my light situation that I have? If you're facing the same problem like me, I am here to help you out, helping each other. This is what I've decided to do, to improve my lighting situation. You see, everybody on YouTube says, I'm using my Aputure 120D.
The Aputure 120D. The 120D Aputure.
The Aputure 120D.
But in Uganda here, you try looking for the so-called Aputure. You will see stars. That thing buys a primo. So being the DIY person that I am, I decided to make myself one for myself. Yeah. So this is the Aputure 50W. Hey! Yazimi. To make this light, we need something, to provide the light. For that, I sorted that. I got myself this guy here. This is the Hi-Fi Light Fan Blade LED bulb. If you're looking for a light, I highly recommend this one. Yeah. This thing is really bright, like it is really bright, and it's quite small. It's an LED, doesn't emit heat, and best of all, it is 50 watts, and according to the box here, it says the color temperature on this is 6400 Kelvin. So I think this is not really so off from normal daylight, so this will actually do miracles. And then I needed something to have it like encased in so that it can focus the light. And then also, you see, in filming, all those that have tried doing film, of course you're watching this, you know these things. You don't want a light that is so harsh. You need to diffuse it. So I need some kind of medium to put this in so that it just doesn't spread the light all over, and I can focus the light. That's why we have this guy here. This is a basin, old basin. I will not lie, it has seen better days. So we have a basin over here. We have a light, some tools, some masking. It's not masking now. Insulating tape. Yeah, some insulation tape right there, and of course we need a pole. Reminds me of those things B7 math teacher used to carry. When he comes and tells you why did you get 98 instead of 100%, and the guy wags you. Math teacher. So we've got our pole, our basin that's going to serve as our main light deflecting source, and then of course the wiring fittings and all of that. We need a diffusion. We talked about diffusion earlier. That's where this comes in. This is just a white piece of cloth. This is, I think, what material is this? Looks like silk or something like that. So this is it. Now I'll be showing you how we shall be fitting this on a little bit later. Now let's start from the basics. Our basin. The basin, what we're going to do is drill, okay, not really drill. You see here, we don't use drills. These are things for bushy people. We get a knife, we put it in the, you get a knife, put it in the charcoal stove and wait for it to get hot, and then you come and cut your small circle. So what I did is I got the tip of the bulb fitting, put it, at the back and then traced that out and then cut that out with that hot knife that we put in the charcoal stove, and then that gave me this hole over here. If you can notice, see that hole over there, that gave me that hole. Now I made a second one just in case I needed a backup plan, so that I don't go back disturbing the people as they're doing their cooking. So that's why I have those two holes there. Now on the inside we needed it to reflect the light away from us, so I went ahead and bought wrapping paper. That's about 500 shillings per wrapping paper, ordinary wrapping paper really, because we're dealing with an LED. It doesn't emit heat, so I don't expect any fires. So it's a wrapping paper, this ordinary one, but I didn't use the colored side, I used the other shiny bit side, and then I went ahead and stuck that all the way in here using some sellotape in combination with some office glue. You just pour a bit, smear it in, and then stick this all the way in. So as you can see, that is over there all stuck on the inside. So basically that is it. Then I also went ahead and put some holes, pierced some holes at the bottom, and it goes all the way through. This is supposed to help me create like a base for my pole, just so that we have where the pole can go. Now let's begin the entire fitment process. Yes, so our bulb fitting base, using a screwdriver over here, you attach the positive and the negative. Just put that over there. After doing this, all we're going to do is run it through the back of the basin like we had mentioned earlier. And now to hold this in, you see this fitment has two different parts, the bottom and the top. Just going to run this through here and then fit that over there and tighten until you feel it is comfortably tight. Now after putting in this main filament, now we come to our bulb. This is what it looks like when you get it out of the box. The interesting thing about this is it spreads out. See this? See this? Now those who are asking how much this bulb is, if you want to get this, I went to town. In town it cost me about 25,000 Uganda shillings. I don't know how much that is in US dollars. Or Now let me just go ahead and clamp this all the way in. Now I'm just going to go ahead and open. So now we have a fan blade like light seated inside our basin. Preferably you would want to do this with a deeper basin, one of these bigger ones that are like, I've seen those basins, I don't know if you've seen those basins at about 25,000-30,000 Uganda shillings, the really big deep ones. That will give you the best effect. Actually I'll redo this with that because I need it to really focus, but for now this is what we're going with. Now this pole, like I said earlier, we drive it through from the bottom all the way to the top. And so because it is tight, I can just hold it here, and as you can see the basin doesn't really spin around that much. But now we have it on, like one. Whoa, my bulb just fell out. Still okay? Okay. Okay, so it is now locked in properly. Sorry, I did not really lock it in properly the first time. Now we are getting there. We're almost there. We're getting there. Now this light is definitely going to be too bright and like focus in one place. We need to diffuse it a bit because we do not want any kind of very harsh light on our faces. That's where this beautiful cloth comes in. So after stitching, I ended up with something like this. It looks like a very big, baker's hat. If I can just do this. Yeah, you see me? So it looks like a really big baker's hat. Basically, it's just elastic stitched over to give it a little bit of grip. Now, what I do is I just get this elastic bit here and then put it over the basin and, oh boy. So I just have to put it over and stretch it over while avoiding it from, sliding off, because it really, elastic is really, it keeps trying to get itself free. So I just have to slide this over, Come on. Yes. Now, there is a hack here that you can use, especially for the stand. If you don't want to stress yourself, you can get yourself a microphone stand. I think it should be about 35 to 50,000 shillings, depending on the quality. But you see, when you have a microphone stand, it swivels and then it gives you the tripod base at the bottom. Now, instead of using an ordinary pole, you would pass the microphone stand through this, attach the top with a bit of hot glue, yeah, or rubber band or something just to attach, or even super glue to attach here at the top, and at the bottom it goes through the same way, and then you'd end up with this would be on your swivel part, and then at the bottom it has the tripod looking legs, and that would give you a professional looking light, something that you can actually present to your friends or something like that. So we are done with that, well insulated, and everything is looking good. Now just to plug this bit here into the socket, we see what does this one light, this one DIY light that I've made, no house lights, just it alone, what does it look like? Let's go. Where's the switch? Yeah, this is now light strictly from the light we're just from making. If I can just turn this, you can actually see it in your shot there. If I turn this towards me, yeah, so now I have a directional light. I can just point it to the direction I want it to be. And now if you notice, the light especially on my face is not really that bright. So I have this and it does actually look very good. I think you also can agree with me that this does look much better. Now I just need to put another one to kill the shadows over on this end, and we end up with a really good shot. So that is what you can get from this one single bulb. So I'm going to be getting a few others, and we see how we can modify and get this lighting situation much better, because believe you me, here in Uganda, I don't know what the situation is where you are, lighting and anything with video is really too expensive for my liking. So that's it right there. Thank you so much for watching. If you like to see more content like this, more DIY, more ways of getting your tech on, more ways of getting your things on, hit that subscribe button right now, smash it, and of course remember to share this video, let the information go out there. I remain Q256. See you in the next video. Cheers.